Hello, Miller Mustangs. This is the week of September 30th, and this is your weekly communication. Some updates. Thank you to those who have already signed up for their pre-evaluation meeting. If you are being evaluated this year and you have not signed up, please make sure you sign up on the Google Doc that was emailed to you last week. You need to identify a CSTP, that's California Standards for the Teaching Profession, and an element to research for the year, and we will talk about that at your pre-evaluation meeting. Along with that, you will identify that standard on Form 1730, so bring that as well. At our pre-evaluation meeting, we will set your pre-observation date and your observation date at that time. If you have any questions, as always, come and see me. There is a district team that is going to be visiting Miller on October 2nd. They are calling it the Tier 1 team. They are visiting all school sites and some classrooms to develop some common practices around core instruction. As I get more information, I will let you know, but you could be having some people from Sousa visiting your classroom on Wednesday. We are looking to have our PBIS team grow. I'd like to add 1 or 2 more staff members to that team. We will be developing what Tier 1 and Tier 2 levels of support for behavior looks like. We will also be able to attend a professional development in October, and then I have planned a few after-school meetings throughout the year. If you're interested in being a part of the PBIS team, please come and see me. We would love to have you. All right, some reminders. We are continuing with our grade level professional development on October 2nd. I will be meeting with first grade. We will meet from 8 to 11. Again, bring a device. If you have them, your grade level essential standards and a common assessment. TK will be collaborating at Adams in the afternoon. So, Miss Demission, you will be headed over to Adams and we have your classroom covered. On Wednesday, it's National Custodian Day, so make sure you and your students give a big thank you to Juan, Gary, and Tim for all they do to keep our campus safe and beautiful. We are continuing with ELD rotations this week. Please remind your students to walk to their new classroom for ELD, and teachers, if you could at least walk your students to the ramp and or the hallways to help monitor, that would be greatly appreciated. And recognize those students who are walking and acting appropriately during that ELD rotation time. We will have our staff development meeting on Thursday, October 3rd. Please plan to stay till around 4 o'clock. More information will come. All right, shout outs. Last week I missed Miss Outland. So Miss Outland, thank you for helping with Battle of the Books. Thank you to Mrs. Hamilton for organizing the awesome Jogathon assembly. The kids looked like they had a great time. Thank you to Mr. Levander and Mr. Wood for keeping our students hydrated during the warm temperatures last week. Thank you to all supervision aides who've been flexible while we've had absences last week. Thank you to Mrs. Denton for having the first completed perfect attendance poster turned in for the ice cream party. That's excited. You're not the only one, but you are the first. Thank you to Mrs. Dominguez, Mr. Del Porto, Mrs. Marroquin, and Mr. Kim for participating in the Minute to Win It game last week. The students sure did have fun being wrapped up like a mummy. And thank you to Mrs. Henry, Mrs. Crocker, Mrs. Taylor for taking pictures at the Jogathon and at the Student of the Month Assembly. And thank you to all Miller teachers for having a successful school-wide ELD rotation. It really did go well last week. As always, please email me with shout-outs to include in future Mustang messages. I would love to recognize our colleagues. All right, that's it. Please remember to ignite a love of learning that empowers each other to affect positive change in the world, and have a great week.